most important thing, now you've done that deal, congratulations, we need to go and sign the paperwork. So I'm going to go back, get the paperwork together, get Theo's signature on it, and get things really moving. It's been great. And it
might be early days for the investment.
Get those products right, otherwise you're dead.
But Peter Jones is feeling positive about his new partnership.
I'm still as impressed as I was. He knows what he's doing, but he's entering a seriously tough market. And that's where I think myself, Theo, we've got to really dig deep and help this guy to really make this happen.
Leafy Walton on the Hill is home to Samantha Fountain.
It's inserted into the user's flies.
Her gadget that allows women to urinate standing up is one of the den's most memorable products, despite a lukewarm reception back in 2005.
I think that if I invested in this, I'd be forever known as Mr. Shiwi.
Yeah.
And
how amazing would that be?
Undaunted, Samantha started the business single-handedly in her parents' front room. 3 years on, business is on the up.
We've got 5 team members now. We've got an office manager, sales manager, international sales manager, and then our web guy who does all the online sales.
Samantha says that international sales have boosted turnover.
Figures are fantastic. Almost hit 250,000 units worldwide since we started. Our turnover, last year it was 120,000, and this year it was 180,000. Next year we are hoping to hit the 250,000 turnover, which would be brilliant.
Samantha is also expanding into new markets.
This is the Shiwi Extreme. So if they're skiing, they're wearing bulky clothing. All the girls wanted pink. I think they wanted a Shiwi to match their mobile phone. And this is the ones that we send off to the NHS, or they're available on prescription. And this we sell to women who do deep sea diving in a dry suit, because they're often down at depths for 12, 13 hours at a time. It feels fantastic to know that something that I've designed is worldwide. It's available pretty much wherever you go in the world. I feel great about the future. Last year was the first year that we made a profit, so I know it can only get better from here.
Back in the city, picturesque Covent Garden is where a 34-year-old entrepreneur is still plotting to transform the adult soft toy market. In the Den, Adam Arbour asked for a £50,000 investment from 5 bemused millionaires.
They're not your usual toys, they're roadkill toys. He comes in a body bag, keeping him nice and fresh and maggot-free.
But it quickly became apparent that the dragons weren't amused by Adam's squash toys.
So it's funny to have a product of an animal that's been squashed by a car.
Yeah, I think so.
1 year on, where are Adam and his macabre soft toys now?
All good ideas polarise people. You either love it or you hate it. Even though we're disappointed being on the Den, it was exciting times. Quite soon afterwards, we got a UK distributor. They kind of came in and helped distribute to all the boutiques and designer stores around the UK.
Adam's hoping to use his background in advertising to boost first-year turnover of £150,000.
We're currently animating for a game that we're producing, a Roadkill Toys game. Thanks for your hard work.
Great.
We've launched a big viral marketing campaign. That's been causing quite a stir, but doing really well at the same time. Sales have been doing really well. I don't regret going on the Den. I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't see the potential in the idea, but some people love it, but the dragons are in the minority that didn't.
Still to come, the Blinds in a Box trio who faced a grilling in the Den.
If the best you've done in 5 months is made one pitch, does not inspire me.
1 year on, has their dragon backer softened his approach?
I want this man on the phone every day, smiling and dialing. Whatever you do, don't let me down.
And the ice-blading duo who got a frosty reception from some wealthy investors.
I think you've been very naive to think that you've got a business that's anything like valued at £300,000.
Has their relationship with Theo Paphitis cooled off further still?
This is a Dragon's Den face.
Yeah, we've seen this face before.
The Dragon's Den tour continues into the heart of London and Bloomsbury, more associated with ancient history and literature than business, to meet young dance software entrepreneur Ian Chammings. The 28-year-old faced a Dragon lineup that included Richard Farley, when in 2006 he looked to secure £150,000 for 20% of his company.
Now, dance and dance chart music accounts for about 15% of all music sales. And most of it is bought on dance singles. And this is great because you can choose exactly which tracks you want to listen to. But, of course, they don't come mixed. With our technology, anybody can choose whichever dance tracks they want. This is what you'll hear.
I didn't get up that morning thinking that I really want to invest in a dance music mixing automated system. You know, so it was quite a surprise.
Track 2's in, and importantly, it knows where to finish track 1, and so it doesn't ever clash.
The young entrepreneur had delivered a slick pitch, but it takes more than that to get the Dragons' hard-earned money. Peter Jones wanted to drill down into Ian's business forecasts.
Take me through the numbers that you think you're going to forecast and what income that will generate.
Yeah, okay. If we get 1% of dance music sales, then it would be a turnover of £870,000.
How many music downloads is that in that 870k?
That's just over 1 million.
Do you not see that's quite a lot? 4,000 to 5,000 downloads every day?
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Well, it's incredible, should we say.
I had some fantastic numbers coming out of Ian, but I have to be perfectly honest. The minute I hear all we need to do is get 1% of this huge market in a very competitive marketplace, I think if you could get, you know, 0.001% of the market, you'll be doing very well. So I kind of disregarded them.
Ian was fielding the Dragons' questions confidently, but Peter Jones was about to drop a bombshell.
I'm involved in this marketplace and have an arrangement with one of the companies that you currently mentioned. That is the only reason why I will not be investing. So I'm out.
To save any time, I'm going to declare to you that I'm not interested in investing in this, and so I'm out.
2 Dragons were out in as many minutes. Ian's hopes of investment were in serious doubt. Had he simply been too ambitious?
For an early stage business, he had no trading record. He was asking for $150,000 for 20%. That's a pretty hefty valuation on a business that has no track record. I am interested.
Right, okay.
So, I am going to make you an offer, but I'll put up $75,000 for 20% of the business.
It's such a high-pressure environment. Then when the first offer from Deborah, there was kind of this wave of relief. Now, it was a bit tempered because although it was great to have that half offer, it was pretty focused at that point, thinking, am I still going to walk away with nothing?
I'm going to take an absolute punt, and I will match Deborah's offer.
Theo Pafitis and Deborah Meaden had offered the entire £150,000 Ian wanted, but they were asking for twice the equity he'd offered. And Richard Farley was about to give Ian even more to think about.
The problem I have with the business model is that you're taking on iTunes. Your unique selling point could be easily added on to someone else's. Let's license, let's take the risk out of it, the headache and the cost out of it. And you could just earn a nice royalty.
Yes.
That's what I would like to do with your business. I'll match their offer, and I'll do the whole 150k.
When Richard suggested that we go down the licensing route, I always thought in the back of my mind, yeah, that's definitely a potential. However, having the offer of there's no specific caveat, or yes, we have to go down this route, it was a no-brainer. It's a fairly easy decision because I don't agree that that's the way forward. I think targeting iTunes and the larger ones is. So if the offer still stands, I'd like to take that.
Absolutely.
We're on.
You're on. I came away feeling quite surprised that I'd invested in it. But I actually quite like those investments because this was purely and simply a good person stood in front of me who convinced me that they had a product that there was a big enough market for us to make money out of. You know, that was it.